Hey everyone, Draw here, and our economy submission to CGC has made it back, and it's a pretty good one from what I've seen so far. I haven't seen all the grades, but the ones I have been pretty solid. Possibly our best return yet. So let's get into it, see how we did. We're gonna start with, I'm gonna call you Mr. V, because I never quite know how to say your name. First up, we have one of your tops, Umbreons here. This is the silver foil. Very, very hard card to come by. CGC recently released the pop reports for their tops cards, and there are very few of this one. I want to say less than 20. So very nice. And it got a 7, which is actually very nice for this card. I want to say this is the second highest graded version of this. So very, very nice. Looks great in that case. Next up, we have another silver foil. This one is obviously much lower grade, but still a card that's pretty decent in any grade, honestly. Got a 4, which actually that's not too bad with that big old crease in it, so definitely one to be happy about. Next one. This is a normal one, not a silver foil. 8.5, very nice. I want to say a 9 is the highest graded of this particular card. So again, very, very nice card there. High grade for one of those. Now this one's interesting. You see we got a green label and it says inked. Inked generally means someone tried to hide a flaw on this card with marker or colored pencil or something. And you got a 7.5, which is still high grade for this card, but that does mean that someone has altered this card in some way. I'm going to take a second and look at it and see if I can possibly figure out where, but I don't remember seeing anything on it, so we'll see. All right, so I've looked at it, and I'm not positive. It's very hard to say. I bet you it fluoresces under certain colors of light, but if I were to guess, it might be this corner right here has some blue added to it, but I'm not positive on that. That's what a qualified label looks like. It basically tells you there's something different about the card. Sometimes it's a signature. In this case, it's just inked, which means someone modified it. So there's that. And the last card for Mr. V. We got another one of his Umbreons. This one's very low grade. And I actually already contacted him about this one because this is actually an error label because they called it a silver foil. But he wanted to keep it as is, which I don't blame him. Error labels are kind of fun to own sometimes. But it got a 3. Nice low grade copy. And that is all for Mr. V. Alright, so next up we got Micah. Micah sent in 2 cards. Here's our first one. We got the Cosmic Eclipse Pikachu, a modern day classic, and it got a 9. Corners is what held this back from being any better, which I do agree there is definitely whitening on these corners. So, but still, 9, very nice card. And this other one, if I do remember correctly, this is a Evolutions Mega Charizard. Yeah. Very underrated card. This is a card that I think is a sleeper in the future because it's not the easiest to pull and they're generally not the best shape. Got a 9.5. Very nice. It's a solid 9.5. Great looking card. And that is all for Micah. Alright, next we got Jordan. Jordan sent in 2 cards. They were big cards if I remember correctly. First up, the Rayquaza VMAX. Really nice looking card. And it got a 9.5, 0.5 away from a 10. 3 10s and a 9 there. So the highest possible 9.5 you could have. Really, really nice looking. And his other card, we got the Umbreon VMAX Alt Art. Beautiful, beautiful card. That is a perfect 10. Okay, I'm actually going to pause here for a second because I want to look up a few things. All right, so I did some quick searching on this card. I don't throw around the term Grail very often with modern Pokemon, but this is a modern Grail in this Perfect 10. For reference, the last CGC Perfect 10 of this card sold for $2,650. This is a big card, possibly the most valuable card in Sword and Shield, maybe even Sun and Moon. Very, very, very nice card. For reference, there are over 1,200 copies of this graded at CGC, and only 21 are Perfect 10. Very, very hard to do. This is the biggest card we have graded, and like I said, probably the largest modern Grail there is right now as far as normal pullable cards, excluding things like staff promos. So this is big. Very, very nice card there. Not going to see another one of those. Yeah, modern Grail right there. That is all we have for Jordan. That was very nice. All right, next up we're going to look at Hova's cards. Hova sent in a pretty decent stack. First card. We got the Charizard VMAX Shiny. We got a 9.5, very nice. Ooh, 0.5 away from a 10. But still, very, very nice looking card. Centering is all that held it back. And I mean, I agree, the centering is not perfect on this card, but very, very nice. Next up, the Special Delivery Charizard. Also a 9.5. I want to say this is actually very good for this card. I don't think there are many, if any, 10s in this one. So, very, very nice 9.5 on that. Next card. Another Charizard. Nice Trainer Gallery Charizard there. And another 9.5. Can't complain about 9.5s. Great. Next card. We got the Radiant Charizard. He sent in a few of these. An 8.5. Surface being an 8, so there's definitely a surface issue, but there's also a ton of texture and stuff on this card, so identifying what the issue is probably pretty difficult. I'm not seeing it, but under better lighting I might. But 8.5. Next one. This is probably another one of those Charizards. Yes. And it got an 8. Surface again, so there's definitely some sort of surface issue with these. I might try to look at them closer off camera and just see if I figure it out, but there's that. Should be one more. Well, these Radiant Charizards anyway. There it is. An 8. Again, surface is what's holding it back, so there's definitely some sort of common issue amongst these Radiant Charizards. I'm not quite sure what it is, but still a nice looking card. Next card. We got the Mewtwo V-Star Rainbow. Oh, pristine 10. Very nice. Another 10 in this mission. That's the first time that's ever happened that we had more than one 10. Very nice. Next card. Pikachu V. Haven't seen one of these in a while. 9.5. Very nice. 0.5 away from that 10. So there's a lot of very close to 10 cards in this submission. Next up, Shining Magikarp. There is something I know about the Shining Magikarps from Hova in this one, so it'll be fun to do a comparison. But this first one got a 9.5. Very nice. I'm actually going to leave that there because this is the other one you see right there. It says missing texture because this is an error card that I actually didn't catch when I sent it out because it was already sleeved. But looking at it now, you can see, just comparing them, see all the wave textures in this one. This one does not have that. It also doesn't have any texture on the card around it either. So pretty cool. That's an error card. And it got a 9. I actually think a 9 is probably the highest you can get on an error card, if I remember correctly. I think anything higher than that, it's not technically possible, unless you get an error label or something. So very, very nice. Two of them together again. This one has the texture. This one does not. This is very cool. I actually think this is a cooler card than the Mewtwo 10 you got, so very, very cool. Not sure on value on that, but definitely a rare find. And that is all for Hova, so all that is left now are my cards. I sent in a few. First up, this is, I believe, my Misty Tears. I think that's the only Japanese card I sent in. Yeah. This was a very nice looking card. It's just horribly, horribly off-centered, so it comes down to how hard that hurt me. A 9, that's not bad at all. 8.5 in centering is what held it back, obviously. 10s in those other two, so very, very nice card. It's just that centering. But still, in this grade, this is still a decently valuable card. Next card. Judging by the back of this one, I think this is probably my Vaporeon because it was lower grade. Yeah, my Holo Vaporeon, first edition from Jungle. Got a 6. Excellent, near mint. Definitely in the sort of the range I expected. Has a lot of hollow scratches, and then the back has all that whitening and what have you. So, still, first edition Holo Vaporeon. I'll take it. Next card. Scyther Holo. This is the no symbol variant. 8.5. I will honestly take that. I don't think there's a 10 of this in CGC yet. I think 9 is actually the highest grade of this card. At least last time I checked. I'd have to look again to confirm that. But very, very nice. I'm not surprised by it either, especially that edges grade because there is silvering along the edges, but that's really, really common for the no symbol holos. Next card. My Aquapolis Hypno. Again, pretty valuable card. And an 8.5. I will definitely take that. That's definitely on the higher end for a card like this. Probably the most valuable card I submitted in that grade. So, very, very nice. And my last card. This should be my Umbreon V Alt-Art. Yes. Very nice card. I just know that the centering wasn't perfect because it's slightly skewed on this card. 9.5, and of course 0.5 away from a 10, and it is the centering, but I can't argue against the centering. But I will take a 9.5. Very, very nice card. And yeah, that is everything in the submission. This was a really, really nice submission. Arguably one of our best, if not the best so far. So very happy with that. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. Best way to find out when the next submission is going out. And hope you're all well out there. So take care.